South Scoreboard. And please rise if you're able as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem by NJCU women's wrestler April Hoffman.
What's so proudly we hailed as the twilight first began, whose flashlights and bright stars through the cloudless sky. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And rockets reflect the first gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say just that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of free and the home of the brave.
This is time to meet our participating team in today's County Championship game. That puts us here. The starting lineup for the number 2 seed, the Hudson Catholic Ross. Hudson Catholic to today's championship game. Defeating their 7-3 quarterfinals in August 26-31 and the semifinals in August 15 with a record 16-9. On the year, visiting team on the scoreboard. At guard, on sophomore, number 1, Leah Parker. At forward, sophomore, number 10, Gianna Alvarez. At guard, senior, number 14, Mary Lynn. Number 15, Skylar Pio. And at guard, a junior, number 23, Susan Gentile. On Chris Hernandez, assistant coach, Andrew Romano, and Naeem Saeed. There's the Hudson Catholic Hawks. And now, let's begin this lineup for the Bayonne High School team. Number 0, Charlie
I've been off the game.
Number 3, Samantha. Number 14, Linda James Turner. This is Coach Hernandez, Rashad Melvin, Ashley Lee, and Courtney Young. There's the
Good afternoon and welcome to the John J. Moore Athletic Center here in the heart of Jersey City, New Jersey. The first of two games tipping off today, coming up in just a few moments. The Bayonne Bees on center court, Hudson Catholic in their huddle. Both of these teams vying for a chance at a Hudson County championship. Bayonne's been here. Bayonne's used to this. They've taken 5 in a row. Hudson Catholic is looking for a first championship for everyone on that court right now, including head coach Chris Hernandez. We welcome you in. Caden Drummeller, Manny Pereira here on behalf of HCST Athletics. Manny, obviously this girls basketball team looking for the first trophy, but looking to break a little bit more of a school-wide curse as well here today.
Yeah, no doubt. No program of the major 4 sports, softball, baseball, basketball, and also volleyball, men's volleyball, girls so it's 5, I guess, men's and women's basketball. They haven't won a county championship since 2021 when the softball team did it, but they've gotten here. Coach Hernandez, you mentioned, looking for his first championship win. He's done about everything except actually just win the big game here. 6-3 in the county tournament in his career since taking the job. 2 final appearances. And again, some familiar faces on the floor, some not, but obviously between Schwinn and Gentile, you want to see them get it done like they've done so many times this year to have a shot at actually getting over the hump.
Schwinn with it, the senior on the court, the lone senior for the Hudson Catholic Hawks. Gentile with it now over on that left wing. Leah Barker making her way in. She'll pass it out to Albanese, who lost it, and they're just able to keep it in bounds, but it falls right to star freshman Sophia Feeney.
Not a good start for the Hawks. Obviously, Gentile is the primary ball handler for this Hudson Catholic team. I think, though, and we talked about it off the air, Leah Barker's the X factor tonight. If she can give Gentile a few breaks by facilitating, handling the ball, not turning it over, or setting up a turnover like she did there, that's going to create more scoring opportunities for Gentile to move off the ball. I think she's going to need a big scoring night for this team to have a shot.
Samara Porch making her way in. She'll get tripped up, and another whistle, and quickly 2 fouls charged to the Hudson Catholic Hawks in about the first minute of this matchup.
Yeah, just got to tone down the nerves a little bit in a game like this.
Sophia Feeney all the way in and way too heavy off the backboard. Going to be very interesting to see how she plays today.
Yeah,
Manny.
no doubt. First time on this stage for her. And in the 2 matchups this year for Bayonne, wherever Sophia Feeney goes is how her team's going to go. We mentioned, you called that first game early on. Hudson Catholic was leading at one point in the 3rd quarter. Once Feeney started getting hot, it was over. And Bayonne almost won by double digits. And also going into the 4th quarter in the last time they played, when they played at Bayonne High School, Hudson Catholic was also leading. It's been Feeney's play in the second half that has secured the W's for the Bees.
Schwint for 3, cashes it. And the first bucket of the game comes from their only senior.
Carrie Schwint, she's used to these games. She's used to playing against the team in maroon. Don't expect her to be phased at all.
Feeney from way out tries to match it, and she does.
My goodness gracious, Sophia Feeney. Heat check, gets it to fall, and she can shoot it from any spot on the court.
Is it a heat check if it's the first bucket of the game?
I guess so, yeah. Why not start early?
Schwinn trying to break in there, has that one stripped away and fighting for it on the ground. No jump ball called. Bayonne's going to come out with it. Finally heads out, and it's going back the way of the white jerseys.
Feeney had 20-4 last time these two teams played in a very tight one and a game that really didn't see much offensive output from any of the other Bees. She really carried the load. They scored 42 points in that game. She accounted for almost half of them.
Barker down low, looking for her options. Back out to Barker at the top of the key, Albanese. And locked at 3 here, just over 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Schwinn on the wing, thought about it. Here's Gentile. Back to Schwint. Schwint looking for space. She lost it. And everyone fighting for it down low. This time we will get a jump ball.
The last thing you want is Tatiana Watson and Samara Porch being even in the same vicinity at the same time on the defensive end. They're so good at helping each other out and wreaking havoc like they did just there.
And the arrow favors the Bees. They'll get the ball back with a chance for their first lead of the night with a bucket here. And open down low and blocked. Hudson Catholic's going to pick this one up.
What a job by Gianna Albanese. It was a 2-on-1 there, and she was able to create the stop.
Gentile can't quite find it off the backboard. Able to grab her own rebound. Dishes it out. Schwint from the same spot. Cashes it again.
Why not? Keep feeding Carrie Schwint. She's your senior. She's been your anchor all year long, coming off a 15-point performance against Secaucus. She's not looking back. In fact, she might be looking for 20-plus tonight.
Schwint with all 6 of Hudson Catholic's points so far. And right there, another foul that's going to get charged to the Hawks. They're one away from putting the Bayonne Bees in the bonus early on in this first quarter.
One thing to look for, Susie Gentile, she had 12 last night, but had a lot of opportunities for more points. She hasn't scored 20-plus since February 3rd. And a scorer like that, you would think she's kind of due tonight. And with the way Carrie Schwint's shooting the ball right now, that's scary if you're Bayonne.
Absolutely. 4:21 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Hudson leads it by a score of 6-3. All the way in there is Olmo. She can't find it off the front of the rim. Gets her on board. Chucks it up again. Finds nothing but air. Jada Stovall getting ready to check in this one. Gentile all the way down. Can't get it off the glass.
It's her second missed shot from up close. They've both been contested, though.
Another 3 goes up. This time it's Bayonne trying to equalize, and rim is not kind to Samara Porch.
Solid transition defense from Hudson Catholic. In fact, they've played well on defense in all facets so far in this game. And Albanese is a big reason why. We talked about her a lot in the last broadcast. She had 3 blocks and 10 rebounds.
Gentile with the long 2. She's got it. Her first points of the night.
And there it is, Gentile. She never loses confidence. It doesn't matter if she misses 2 layups. She's going to take a step back, long 2, and make it because she knows what she's capable of.
Watson all the way in, and she's going to get called for the travel.
And this is exactly why this version of the Bayonne team relies so much on Sophia Feeney. Tatiana Watson used to playmaking, obviously creating plays for her teammates, and also slashing. Samara Porch, more of a 3-and-D. So was Charlize Olmo. Sophia Feeney is really the only person on this Bayonne squad that can really beat you consistently with her jump shot off the dribble.
Batista double team. They're going to poke that one into the backcourt. Watson chasing it down. She'll pick it up and able to keep this possession alive. Porch dishes it out. Olmo from 3. Count it.
And that's exactly how they embrace their play style and the players that they have on this roster. Create a turnover, get out in transition, find one of those shooters open on the break.
And again, trouble right at half court. Porch all the way this time. We're tied at 8. And Coach Hernandez is going to whistle for this game's first timeout, a 6-0 run from the Bees to 5-0 run, from the Bees to lock this game at 8. So we will take a quick break. When we come back, 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
We're muted? Good. That was good. That was solid. Yeah, bro. You look locked in, bro. What? You look locked in, bro.
That was a good first couple for us.
Yeah, it was solid. I didn't like my first minute, but then I soothed in.
Well, I have a midterm on Monday. I really hope it just gets moved online.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Well,
clutch.
classes are online, so they either postpone it or.
Oh yeah, they make it midterm one.
Back here at the JMAC in the heart of Jersey City, as we said before we left, 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter of this one. Locked at 8 so far. Manny, your thoughts on the first couple minutes?
I mean, obviously, you love the way that Carrie Schwint is shooting the ball if you're a Hudson Catholic fan. And we've already seen Feeney try a deep three that she made. Bayonne all year long has just been spreading the floor, trying to get those shooters open in space. They want to keep doing that, obviously, by forcing turnovers and making good passes throughout this game.
Gentile takes another long mid-range. This time it's short. Able to grab the offensive rebound. She'll try it again, this time for 3. And that one's short as well. Chase for the ball, and Porch is going to be the one to come up with it. And right after that, Schwint is going to be charged with her first foul on the game.
Yeah, and you could say it was a questionable call, but Carrie gave them a little bit too much. Hesitated to put her hands on Porch there. She ultimately did, and even though she tried to sell it at the end, ref wasn't buying it.
Stovall in the corner. She'll try a 3. Had it on line, just a bit heavy. Watson on the rebound. She'll dish it to Omo. Back out again. Porch from the top. Count it.
Just terrific passing from this Bayonne squad. Long passes across the wing, and yet it's right in the chest. And you may think that doesn't make a difference as a fan back home, but those split seconds of recovering the ball, being able to just dribble it right away, make all the difference.
Albanese with a nice rebound there. Schwinn will try it again from 3. That one's off. Feeney there to pick up the rebound. An 8-0 run for the Bayonne Bees. Stovall thought about it. She'll make her way in, dish it out. Another 3 goes up from Bayonne. Porch can't find it. Schwinn. Dribble around the back. And it looks like another jump ball will be called. Yes, that is the case. 58 seconds left in quarter number 1.
A lot of intensity, huh?
Absolutely.
A little feisty there on that jump ball. Saw Gentile miss a few jump shots a few possessions ago. Really need her to hit those open looks if you're a Hudson Catholic. If she's not able to get going, it's going to be very tough for this Hudson Catholic team to pull off the upset here. Obviously, Bayonne looking for their 6th straight, and you have like no room for error if you're Hudson to beat them.
Gentile from the wing, step back 3. It's well off to her left.
And that was
again,
a little
Feeney
bit forced there.
up.
She obviously understands that she hasn't made the shots that she expects. So sometimes you try those out of frustration. This is not the time right now.
Still only a 3-point deficit for the Hawks. They'll have the ball now, 44.2 on the clock. Here's Albanese, 30 on the clock. Schwinn lost it. Clock dips below 20. Schwinn again. Schwinn working her way in. And it looks like they're going to say that foul was on the floor.
Schwinn was trying desperately to get that shot up, knowing she probably wasn't going to have a shot to make it. She just really wanted to get to the line there.
But now a chance for Hudson to hold on for this last possession of the first quarter. Trying to find Gentile on the inbound. They do. Gentile with 7. Gives it off to Albanese. Feeney picks it off. Can she beat the clock? She will lay it up in time, but no go on the layup. And they'll say that last shot was not off. The buzzer sounded first. So 11-8 the score after the first 8 minutes of play. The Bayonne Bees, defending their 5-peat, are up 3 after the first 8 minutes. We will take a quick break. When we come back, 8 minutes till both teams hit the locker room. Back here on the campus of New Jersey City University, the Hudson County Tournament Championship presented to you by HCST Athletics. Caden Drummeller, Manny Pereira along with you for the ride. 11-8 the score through the first 8 minutes. Bayonne defending their championship, leads it by 3, and we are back underway. Bayonne will start the second quarter off with possession. Down low, quick pass. Watson in the corner. She'll try it for 3. It's right through.
Yeah, not sure why Hudson Catholic is off-balling so much. You see them giving a lot of space, and Bayonne thrives on those catch-and-shoot opportunities. So many girls on their team have quick releases. So if I'm Hudson Catholic, probably you want to apply a little bit more pressure defensively.
Schwinn from the free throw line tries to bank it, can't get it. Gentile looking for the second chance points. Got it off the glass.
She's such a tough shot maker, which I like to use that term a lot. And it's a little frustrating sometimes because she can miss a few of the open ones and then make one like that.
And a quick turnover there, and just the kind of momentum swing you're looking for right now if you're Hudson Catholic.
No doubt. And to keep going on the point with Gentile, that's exactly why she stays on the floor. And Hernandez doesn't really get frustrated with her shot selection, because he understands that she makes a lot of those crazy ones. She's so talented. If she can get going, it's going to make all the difference in the world for this Hawks team.
Schwint taking the baseline, and she'll earn her spot at the foul line.
That's just a veteran play right there. Mentioned earlier how she tried to take advantage of Bayonne being a little too handsy on a few possessions before. She just didn't get the foul call on the shot. It was on the floor. This time she did it in time, put the shot up in time. She'll go to the stripe now.
Schwinn averaging 16 and a half a game, 4.6 rebounds as well, 46 assists logged on the season.
She had 12 points in this game last year against Bayonne, obviously, in the championship. She might get to that in the first half.
2-point game now, 6:45 left in the second. Watson again, the other corner this time. And the offensive rebound is there. And another trip to the line. This time it's Gia Logan that earns a spot at the stripe.
One thing that's got to be great for Turner, even though obviously Porch, Logan, two young players, they know what it's like to play in big games. They were both on the soccer team and both featured in the county championship game. So they understand the moment. They understand the pressure. So even though they're underclassmen, they don't act like it because they know what it's like.
So many multi-sport athletes all the way across on Bayonne. Some even play 3.
By the way,
busy schedule.
I don't think most people back home know that Carrie Schwint is also a multi-sport
we figured
athlete.
that out a few minutes before this one started. Has played 2 games.
Yes.
For the Hudson Catholic bowling team.
131 against McNair, I believe it was. I can't do that.
No.
Oh.
Gentile with the crafty move. And she'll get fouled. Again, that foul before the shot. So another baseline inbound coming up for the Hawks.
Not often you see Porch ever look like that on the defensive end.
It'll be Schwint to try to bowl in the inbound. Albanese pass down low, turnaround shot, no good. Albanese able to pick up the rebound, and a great save there. Gentile trying to make some space for herself. She'll hand it off to Schwint. Schwint all the way in. Can't find it. Fighting for it. And Feeney will be the one to pick it up. Gentile, quick turnaround. Over to Schwint down low. And they're going to say the ball's going Bayonne's way.
What a play by Samara Porch. Looked like it was going to be an automatic bucket for Schwint. She never gives up on the play. Perfectly timed on the reach. Creates a turnover for Carrie Schwint after it went off her leg.
A play that'll keep Bayonne in the lead. They lead it 14-12, 5.5 left until halftime. Here's Watson. Down low to Logan again. Watson in that right corner. Watson all the way down, and she will get fouled.
In high school, it's crazy how 2 years makes all the difference in the world. You can tell Watson and Schwint have played in a lot of these big games with the way they handle themselves, the composure that they carry. Tatiana Watson gets to her spot, draws the foul there. She's elite at that.
First one is a bit heavy for Watson.
Oh, she's been playing in county championships since she was a freshman.
Yep.
On a loaded team, she was getting minutes for them. Looking to finish off her career with 4 trophies.
1 for 2 at the line. This game will stay at 1 possession. Bayonne leads it by 3. Schwinn on that left wing. Moving right, puts up the floater off the glass. Can't get it. Albany's fighting for the rebound. She'll pick it up and can't find it as well.
You are seeing Hudson Catholic with a little bit different of an approach here in the second quarter, trying to crash the paint a lot more.
Feeney, a long one. And Gentile able to pick up the miss. Coast to coast, and the rim is not kind. Hudson Catholic with another chance for some second chance points. And Susan Gentile is limping right now. And that's what the whistle was for.
Not what you want to see. Obviously, Gentile has been healthy somewhat all season long after an injury-riddled season last year. Everybody in the gym holding their breath right now.
Yep, a huge piece. We'll take a quick break for this injury and timeout. When we come back, 4.5 minutes before halftime. Back here at the J-Mac, Hudson Catholic ball, 4.5 minutes to play till halftime. Bayonne leads it by 3. And Susie Gentile on the bench, injured at least for now.
Mentioned how important Leah Barker was going to be in the beginning of this game. That was with Susie Gentile on the floor. With her off the court now, just amplifies her importance even more.
Albany's to Schwinn. She'll chuck up a 3. Can't get it. Stovall being pressured, and she'll get fouled. That one will get charged to Gianna Albanese.
Hudson Catholic has been shooting a ton of threes pretty early in these possessions, too. You understand that they do have the size advantage. Albany's not known for her scoring, neither really is Gilead. But with Susie off the floor, we'll see if they try to lean on them a little bit more.
In a scary moment, in a moment where you just want to keep it close. Jada Stovall, though, going to increase this Bayonne lead to 6. Almost a turnover there. Schwint giving chase, able to keep it in the front court. Schwint scanning her options. Barker now all the way in. A foul. Can't find the bucket with it, but she will take a trip to the line.
You like that from Barker, though. Didn't hesitate at all. Very aggressive going to the rack as soon as she saw a lane. We're on a trip to the line. They need these free throws right now.
Can put this game back within 4 if she makes both. And just rims out on shot number 1. One for 2 at the line. 18-13 now the score. Here's Charlize Omo. Back over to Feeney, who puts up a 3. Can't get it off the back of the rim and fighting for it down low. This one will stay with the Bees.
It's unacceptable if you're Coach Hernandez. See him with his hands on his head right now. There's no way Tatiana Watson should even get her hands on that ball on the glass with Gilead down low.
Stovall pass over to Feeney in the corner. Feeney cross court to Omo. Omo all the way. Can't get it, and Albanese is there to pick up the board. And Schwint calling out a play and slowing this game down a bit. Batista. Rough pass over to Schwint. That's going to draw a foul from Tatiana Watson.
Yeah, they've been so aggressive all day on the perimeter defensively, and it's led to a lot of good things. Despite the foul, I expect them to keep that up.
Sophia Feeney will come out in exchange for Samara Porch.
Very defensive-heavy lineup on the floor right now for Bayonne. I mean, it kind of always is like that for them.
Yep. Batista again over to Barker. Barker making a trip in and another foul.
Yeah, again, Barker doing the same thing pretty much that she did last time she got her hands on the ball a few possessions ago, earning herself a trip to the line. Zero hesitation at all, and you cannot do that against this Bayonne team. She learned her lesson in the first quarter because they crash right away, and if you hesitate, that'll likely lead to a turnover.
A miss on the first. And a make on the second. Right back to a 4-point game, and Hudson Catholic still without Gentile. Logan, nobody's home for that pass. A timeout called by the Bayonne Bees. So we'll take a quick break. 2:04 reads the clock here at the John J. Moore Athletics and Fitness Center. 18-14 the score. We will take a quick break. Bayonne out of the huddle. Hudson Catholic working their way back onto the court as well. They'll have the ball and a chance to make it a one-possession game with a bucket here, as we are about 120 seconds away from halftime.
Looks like Susie Gentile's not going to play for the rest of this quarter. Already still at the end of the bench. Getting taped up right now.
Batista.
By the way, it's a lot to ask for Batista and Barker right now. Two underclassmen who have never played in a stage like this to really step it up right now. They definitely are talented enough to do so.
Barker for three. Just off the back rim. And Charlie Zomo going to run over and pick that up.
Need to keep it within maybe a 2 to 3 possession game if you're Hudson Catholic going into the half. Don't want to let Bayonne go on a run here.
Stovall all the way in. She can't find it either. And Albanese picking up a lot of rebounds today for the Hawks.
And if they can even inch a little bit closer, steal some momentum towards the end of this quarter, if Gentile comes back in the beginning of the third, they're going to be feeling really good.
Albanese down low, able to find two.
I mentioned earlier when Gentile came out that they might lean on Albanese down low a little bit more when it comes to scoring the ball. Maybe see more of that as this game goes along.
40 seconds in quarter number two.
Like a whistle should have been blown there. Watson using her foot to keep the ball in possession.
Yep. Here's Porch, clock below 30. Watson back out to Porch. Stovall in the corner. Clock below 20.
They might want the last shot here.
At this point, they certainly do.
It'd be a kill shot if they make it, too.
Olmo, clock at 7. Olmo. Schwinn almost on the steal, and she's going to be really upset at that call.
Just
5 seconds flat.
Not necessary at this point in the quarter. One of the star players in the game. It's a little bit too ticky-tacky, in my opinion. Gentile's already out. As a ref, you kind of got to know the moment there. We don't like to rip the refs here, but a little frustrating as a fan and as someone who obviously wants to see the stars on the court right now.
4 seconds. Here's Porch. Got to put one up. Feeney from way downtown. Off the front of the rim. And all things considered, a very solid end to the half for Hudson Catholic.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Don't like that foul call at the end, but other than that, you like what you saw from your two young guards, and then obviously Albanese down low. Defense has been wonderful for them.
Yep, 18-16 your score. We'll take a quick break here for halftime. When we come back, 16 minutes to crown a champion here in Hudson County. back for half number 2 of the Hudson County Championships here at the John J. Moore Athletics and Fitness Center on the campus of NJCU. Hudson Catholic find themselves down 2, looking for the upset against the 5-time straight champion Bayonne Bees. Caden Dremmeler, Manny Pereira with you on behalf of HCST Athletics. Hudson Catholic will start with it and a chance to tie it on the opening possession of the second half.
Yeah, not the most ideal offensive half for Hudson Catholic.
Beautiful pass down low from Schwinn and a chance for the and one bucket for Skylar Gilead. Beautiful dish there. We're tied at 18 and a chance for Hudson Catholic's first lead since 8-3 early on in the first quarter.
Different start here in this third quarter. Obviously, Gilead, who really didn't get involved offensively in the first half, doesn't waste any time here in the third quarter. Gets the and one, trying to put her team up now if she can make the free throw.
First points of the day right there for her. And obviously a big storyline of the first half was Susan Gentile coming out with an injury. She is still out.
Yeah, and had a tough half even when she was playing. 2 of 10 from the field. If she can come back and get any type of rhythm offensively, we see her standing behind her team's bench right now. Then obviously
Porch.
that'll be a problem for the Bees.
Yep, Porch trying to start. Her team's half off with a 3. Can't quite find it. A little bit heavy for her.
And Bayonne's going to keep shooting. They went 5 of 12 from beyond the arc in the first half. 15 of their 18 points came from 3.
Mid-range there is short, but Barker able to grab her own rebound. And the only threes for Hudson Catholic coming off those 2 from Carrie Schwinn to start the game.
And the craziest part about that half was that Bayonne went 1 for 8 on any other shot within the three-point line, which obviously they're not used to. We know that they like to spread the floor, but not to that extent.
Absolutely. That ball going the way of the Bayonne Bees. And Tatiana Watson, the only player on the Bayonne Bees to play every single second of that first half. Here's Porch with the mid-range off to her right. And Watson able to get a little aggressive there and poke that out.
Yeah, Barker's played excellent in the second quarter, but that's an underclassman mistake right there. Can't hurry up with so many Bayonne jerseys all around you, in front of you and behind you, especially if Watson's one of those players behind you. So excellent at picking anybody's pocket, no matter how good the ball handler is.
Watson over to Porch, taking that baseline all the way in. Well short on the shot. Able to keep it in. Sophia Feeney now with the floater. Count it.
One thing that has set up so many buckets for Bayonne is the elite level passing that they have demonstrated throughout all of their guards in this game so far.
Gilead back out to Batista. 5.5 on the clock in quarter 3. Schwinn guarded by Watson. Taking her all the way to the corner. She'll spin and pass it back out. Schwinn trying again this time. Has some space on the mid-range. Sinks it.
So elite. Such great composure in a possession where it looked like they had nothing going for them, but the veteran Carrie Schwinn gets to her spot on the elbow. Pull up J Cash.
Just a great job holding possession for that long without any turnovers. Omo now into the paint. She'll cash 2 as well.
What a tough finish. Omo, known for her elite level shooting, is able to get it done down low over the taller defender.
Back in the lead by 1 are the Bees. Albanese making some space for herself. And Bayonne's going to get charged with a foul. He'll stay on the floor.
I mean, why not just feed Albanese all game long?
And they're going to call this a shooting foul.
Can't do much else except foul if you're the Bayonne defender there.
And the first one is no good for Gianna Albanese. 7 rebounds in that first half for her. And she can't find either. Porch able to grab it.
She's probably the best rebounder in the county. Definitely the best rebounder we've seen in this tournament. It's either her or Davis for Snyder in this league this year.
Pass down low. Stovall is going to recycle this one back out to Feeney. Feeney with the floater again. The lead now 3.
We mentioned earlier in the broadcast how Feeney is the best off the dribble scorer, maybe on both teams in this game, but definitely for the Bayonne Bees. See it there, creating a shot, floater, goes right through.
Schwinn, she'll try another 3. Albanese able to get the rebound, fumbled it for a second. Most open look we've seen for Carey in a while from beyond the arc.
There it is again. Albanese down low.
Travel.
Yeah, that's not the type of turnover that you can afford to have as this game goes along here if you're Hudson Catholic. Had the mismatch, couldn't take advantage. Unforced error.
Watson will do a lap around, dish it out to Stovall. And she'll take it right back. Across the court's a Porch, who's going to be blocked by Albanese, and then they lose it. And talk about turnovers. Again, you just can't afford to have at this stage in the game.
Yeah, no doubt. That's 2 young players right there. Albanese, a sophomore. Batista, a freshman. Miscommunication. Just things that happen with young players.
And a little bit of trouble on that rebound as well, but Schwinn, the one to come away with it.
And you really want to limit these mistakes now if you're Hudson Catholic. Bayonne not having the best shooting night inside the three-point line, as we mentioned earlier. But you don't want to rely on that if you're Hudson Catholic.
Albanese picked off by Feeney. Nothing but hardwood between her and the basket, and she'll lay that one in. Bayonne lead now 5.
Yeah, that's a good timeout. And I think what everybody's waiting to see is whether or not Susie Gentile is going to check in now. She is standing, walking around, not sitting anywhere near her team. Hernandez hasn't called her over, so it doesn't seem like she's going to play. She is trying to jog now.
So 2:09 left in this third quarter. Bayonne leads it by 5. We'll take a quick break for this timeout. When we come back, the rest of this third quarter and the rest of the Hudson County Tournament Championship right here on HCST Athletics. A party in the JMAC for whoever comes away with this one in the next 10 minutes or so of play. Hudson Catholic will start with the ball, a baseline inbound for them, down 5 with 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
So Gentile didn't check in. I think now's the time for Carey Schwinn to put the cape on. Not a good start for Hudson out of the timeout.
Quick turnover. Feeney back with it. As that one poked out, it'll fall to Porch. Omo wide open. Corner 3. Count it.
What a scene. Electric. Charlie's Omo cashes the 3, turns around, and a bunch of fans wearing maroon loving it.
Albanese. She'll take a mid-range. Can't find it off the glass. In and out. And the Bayonne lead now 8. Dishes it out. Porch at the top. Omo again. And they'll reset with Feeney now. Feeney to make it double digits. Has that one poked out?
Yeah, watch out, Tatiana right behind her, and then Porch to meet her.
And Porch a little too aggressive on the reach in. She'll get charged with a foul.
You appreciate Barker not playing timid at all in this game.
Yep.
But you're holding your breath when she pushes up the floor like that. Bayonne is just so good at forcing turnovers. You want to really be diligent and when trying to take those opportunities.
68 seconds in this third quarter. Albanese holding it. 3 ball there, well short. Albanese trying to save it, and she does, but it's right to the hands of Tatiana Watson.
Need a stop here if you're a Hudson Catholic.
A pass, last touched by Hudson. And the refs might take a second to talk about this. And they'll keep it the same way. And you're right, Manny. A spot where you need a stop here if you're Hudson. Feeney can't quite get the double-digit lead. Albanese fighting for it, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, I mean, Bayonne just looks so confident in everything they're doing right now. Even though that shot missed, that's a wonderful look for Sophia Feeney. And you can tell the pressure's being applied right now on this Hawks team. They're kind of feeling it right now.
Inbound to Olmo, 30 seconds on the clock. And a missed pass there. He's going to send this one into the backcourt. Turnover, Hudson Catholic ball.
Miscommunication there on the pass. You have to take advantage of that if you're Hudson Catholic. Again, there's still maybe a glimmer of hope that Susie Gentile can check back into this game. So you want to make this a 2-possession deficit going into the fourth quarter, at least.
Schwinn trying to get some movement. Clock below 20. 15. Batista down low to Albany. She spins, puts one up, whistle blows.
So Albanese make a trip to the line earlier. She missed both. And they're going to try to take advantage of this now. You can tell that without Gentile, they're running a much more slower offense, trying to get the ball down low a lot more. And Albany's going to be one of the bigger focal points. She just needs to get it done at the line.
Shot number 1 is right through. And again, Manny, you mentioned a 2-possession game. Can find that here with a make.
Still a lot of time for Bayonne to get something done, though, offensively.
And they both fall this time for Gianna Albanese.
Look for some Sophia Feeney magic right here at the end of the quarter.
5 on the clock. Has that one tipped away. And a whistle and a foul that's going to be charged to Bayonne. Smart foul there for Tatiana Watson.
Yeah, just frustrating if you're Bayonne. Had a chance to really swing the momentum all the way to their side going into the fourth quarter. Instead, now Barker will go to the line.
Yep, Barker with Hudson Catholic in the bonus can make this a 2-possession game.
Technically, it is a 2-possession game.
Excuse me. Yep. Thanks, Manny.
But it could be a one. We haven't seen a 4-point play. Actually, we saw an electric one in this building 2 years ago on the men's side from somebody wearing a Hudson Catholic jersey. Do you remember that? That was nuts. Talking about Tahad Pettiford, if you guys remember that. Whoever remembers that is a Hudson County basketball. I don't want to say ball nowhere because I'm kind of patting myself on the back. Obviously, we're covering the game. We should. But if there's a fan that remembers that, good for you.
Second one's good. 4-point game. They'll give Schwinn a break for the last 3 seconds of this one. Stovall will chuck it up, and it's no good. Off of the backboard. We've played 24 minutes here on the campus of the NJCU Gothic Knights. Bayonne leads Hudson Catholic by a score of 29-25. We'll take a break here on HCST Athletics. When we come back, 8 minutes to crown a county champion here in Jersey City. A 4-point deficit back, and look who's back, who's inbounding this ball for Hudson Catholic. Susie Gentile, their star junior guard, trying to make an effort, and Schwinn starts it off hot.
There we go. Grab your popcorn. It's the fourth quarter of the Hudson County Championship game. All the stars on the floor right now. So much on the line. In just 7.5 minutes, legacies will be possibly defined.
Feeney for 2. She's fouled on the shot. Won't get the bucket along with it. But what a heroic entrance there for Susie Gentile, coming in, back in, inbounds it, and we're right back within one possession, Manny.
No doubt. And really so much hope, so much momentum for Hudson Catholic right now. Obviously, that amplifies a little bit more the missed free throw from Sophia Feeney. And anything can happen.
Get your star player back, and then your other star player comes right in and puts up 2 points. Feeney goes 1 for 2 at the line, 30-27. Bayonne leads it.
No doubt. And Carey was so excellent, especially with Gentile on the floor. Just creates more space. Gentile garners so much attention, even when she's off the ball.
Still been a minute since Hudson Catholic has cashed that 3 ball. Hasn't been since the first quarter.
And it seems like she's going to stay off the ball.
Pass down low to Albanese, working her way in, and she'll get the foul. They're going to call it a block.
Yeah, I think it was the right call. I love the idea, obviously, from Samara Porch. She excels at drawing charges, but her feet weren't really set, and she tried to sell it a little bit too much.
Albanese back at the line. 2 for 4 there on the day. Missed both of her first and then hit 2 in a row in her second trip. Good on shot 1.
And again, we keep talking about how much this means for Gentile and Schwinn. But Tatiana Watson, who excelled, especially in the first half, didn't do much in the third quarter. She has a chance to really put her stamp on this game now. She's going to try to create some shots for her team or take a 3 herself.
Watson's off to her right. They're going to say that one was last touched by Bayonne. And a lot of friendships in this one. Carrie Schwint telling us after that first game, that semifinal game over at High Tech, how good a friend she is with Bayonne player Tatiana Watson. A lot of these players grow up in very close proximity of one another.
What a matchup here. Feeney against Schwinn.
A foul for Schwinn. She's smacking the floor. She's loving it. And she knows she's going to the line with a chance to tie this ball game up at 30.
Yeah, we know how much talent Sophia Feeney has. Might be the more highly touted prospect, but there's nothing like experience. Feeney beating her off the dribble, setting up a trip to the line there.
Two huge shots here for the senior. Can't find her first. Second on its way. 1 point game.
This gym's gone really loud.
Yep. The energy has picked up. The score has gotten closer. As we inch closer to a trophy presentation, there's 2 for Watson.
Yeah, this is Tatiana's time right now. We mentioned it a little bit earlier. And there she is, not wasting any time, going to her left, getting right to the rack.
Here's Gentile.
What a pass.
Gentile lost her footing going down to Albanese, able to pick up the board. And Coach Hernandez is going to call a timeout.
Stovall's down.
We will take a quick break here for this whistle. 6:11 left in the fourth quarter. 32-29 the score. We'll be right back here on HCST Athletics. With it in the corner, we're back. 6 minutes to play. Albanese with it down low. Turns, puts up a shot. No good.
Danzy back on the floor now for Bayonne. Didn't see much of her in the first 3 quarters, really. Now, with Stovall out, she can definitely make an impact with her size.
A chance to make this a 2-possession game with any points here if you're Bayonne. Omo down low to Watson. Watson still with it. 5.5 left in this one. Gia Logan for 3. Well short.
Can't let that pass get through if you're Hudson Catholic. Way too good of a look for Logan.
Gentile, she'll check up a 3 ball. Count it. She's back.
No doubt about it. Susie Gentile, first 3-pointer of the game for her, and it's the biggest one of this ball game so far.
Feeney's tripped up, headed to the basket. And she'll be shooting 2. Took a hard fall there.
So much on the line right now. Sophia Feeney, part of a historic program. Obviously, seems to be a player that's going to make a lot of history herself. But what they care about here in Bayonne is winning. And it may be unfair. She's definitely a winning player. But what they remember going forward is the W's. She's looking to get a championship, her first championship for this Bayonne squad here this year in this game, going off against 2 veteran superstar players on Hudson Catholic. It's a duel for the ages.
Jada Stovall checks back in. Gia Logan over to the bench. Feeney misses her first. Still tied at 32. And 1 for 2 at the line. So Bayonne back up in this one by 1.
It's a great job getting her composure back, taking the lead for Bayonne.
Batista all the way down. That one headed out of bounds, and Watson touched it with a foot on the line. Stay with the Hawks. Coach Hernandez is going to switch inbounders here. Instead, it'll be Batista. Feeds it into Gentile, who puts up another 3. Nothing but air that time.
The section to our right over here that's filled with Hudson Catholic fans would have gone ballistic if that one went in. Look for maybe Olmo to get involved here offensively. She was so good in that second quarter for Bayonne. It's been a little quiet since. She wants the ball. So set a screen now for Feeney.
Feeney over to Stovall. Thinks about a 3. Will put up the 3. No good. Watson fighting for it down low. This should be a jump ball.
Mentioned in the beginning of
Yes,
the
it
game
is.
that this Bayonne offense goes as Sophia Feeney goes. She's such a superstar that it set up so many victories for this Bayonne squad against such elite teams. But Hudson really trying to neutralize her and making everybody else beat them, excuse me.
Olmo with the inbound straight to Feeney. Just about halfway through this fourth quarter. Feeney gets the whistle, no bucket, but a chance to put Bayonne up 3.
That's just a great play from Sophia Feeney. Getting aggressive there. She's just a freshman, but you couldn't tell. If you just brought someone into this gym and asked them, what grade do you think she's in? Because it's not just the talent, it's the way that she approaches the game. You would think she's a senior.
And the struggles for Sophia Feeney on her first free throw attempt continuing. She's been consistently making her second, but routinely hitting the back of the backboard on those first shots. Second on its way, and that one right through. Trying to go coast to coast. Dump off to Albanese down low. And they're going to call a jump ball.
I mean, it's in moments like these where the superstars come out. And for Bayonne, we keep saying it. It's been Feeney on both sides. Now on the defensive end, making a huge play. The game should be tied right now, but she made sure that didn't happen.
The arrow keeps it with Hudson Catholic. 4:05 left in this one. And a pass to Albanese down low that nobody's going to get to.
Yeah, and if this game ends up ending with a score or a deficit of 2 or less or 3 or less, with Bayonne winning, you might look back at that play and really get frustrated because that would have been an easy bucket for Hudson Catholic. Just an uncharacteristic pass there from Schwinn.
Olmo back out to Stovall. Watson now. Watson all the way in. Olmo wide open in the corner. Off to her left.
If you're Bayonne, you want that look 10 times out of 10. It just didn't fall there, but Watson and Olmo have been responsible for so many points because of plays like that throughout the last 3 years or 2 years since Olmo's been here.
Gentile all the way, can't find it. Ball's on the floor. Gentile picks it up. And Jada Stovall is going to get called for a foul.
No, it's early. This might be dramatic, but it feels like Hudson Catholic needs a bucket on this possession, especially with the way that the other possession went last time, where they had 2 opportunities for Albanese to get a bucket down low and couldn't cash it in.
Under 3 to play here in the Hudson County Tournament Championship.
There it is again, Albanese.
Albanese spins, puts one up right through. Locked at 34.
She's been so excellent throughout this tournament. Somebody who we weren't really familiar with going into this season. And the development that she's had has led to so many
Gentile
victories.
with the pick. Gentile all the way. Hudson in the lead.
Oh my goodness. Susie Gentile, have yourself a quarter. She's not done yet. 2 minutes and a half to go.
What a switch over the past couple seconds for the Hudson Catholic Hawks. Feeney's trying to make a statement. It's too heavy. Hernandez yelling for them to slow things down. Here's Leah Barker. 2:10 on the clock. Bayonne streak in jeopardy. Gentile on another. She'll hit the free throw line.
Susie Gentile looks as healthy as can be. Getting past a few defenders there, draws a foul. And how big are these free throws, Caden?
Huge. You can make it a 2-possession game here if you sink both. Gentile knows every bit of importance of these free throws. She's been in this gym before. She's lost in this gym before, and she wants to turn things around right now.
Got to really capitalize here if you're Hudson.
First couldn't be more pure. To make it 4 points. Got it. The Hudson Catholic Hawks looking for their first tournament championship since the 2018-19 season. And a foul there is going to be charged on Hudson.
Caden, we were in 6th grade.
With little boys.
Yeah, that's how much Bayonne has dominated the county. Obviously, there's a year in between there because of COVID in 2021, or we didn't have a county tournament, but the last time they lost the county, we were literally 12 years old.
Yep. And we're in college now.
Yeah.
Feeney again can't sink her first. 1 possession game with a make. Yes. And Coach Turner is going to whistle here for what could be the final break of this one. 38-35, 1:54 on the clock. Hudson Catholic under 120 seconds away from a potential Hudson County Tournament Championship. Well, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, the rest of it right here on HCST Athletics. Championship Saturday. It brings up moments like this. Hudson Catholic 2 minutes away from a Hudson County Tournament Championship if they can hang on to their 3-point lead over the Bayonne Bees. Caden Drummeller, Manny Pereira with you on the call. Susie Gentile to inbound. It'll be Hudson Catholic ball. Bayonne bringing a little bit of the press. Still in that backcourt. Gentile to take it across the timeline. Over to Schwint in the corner. Schwint brings it back out. Gentile now. And You can take your time if you're Hudson Catholic. Gentile lays one up off the glass. It's no good. Feeney able to pick up the board.
Want to see Watson with the ball here. She does get it. Want your veteran with the ball in a moment like this, a minute 30 left.
Watson all the way in.
That's exactly why Tatiana Watson needs to have the ball in her hands at this stage of the game.
And an offensive foul called on Carrie Schwinn right off the inbound is going to give Bayonne the ball in their offensive half in a situation where the bucket puts them right back in the lead.
The senior refuses to lose, gets the bucket on her own offensively, and right away draws a foul, gets the ball right back for her squad with an opportunity to take the lead now.
Watson again. Charlize Olmo back to Watson. Watson all the way in again and rejected by the rim. Schwint picks it up. We're under a minute left, and Watson will foul Schwint. 55.3 on the clock. Hudson still with that 1 point lead, and the senior Carrie Schwint headed to the line. And you got to imagine there's no one in this building that wants it more than her right now. The only senior on her team's roster. Her last appearance in this game, everyone on Bayonne has done this before. She's looking for her first. And right off the rim on shot number one.
Need the second free throw. Really a huge miss there on the first one.
Provides a lot of security here if you make number two, which she does. 2 point game, 50 seconds on the clock.
Last two times Watson has gotten to the paint at will. She's going to try it again, but she'll kick it out right there to Logan.
Logan for three. Well short. Logan able to grab her own board, and she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was really what you'd expect to see from Bayonne there offensively. Kind of a predictable possession, not in a bad way at all. You would expect Hudson to really crash the paint and set up an open look for Bayonne. They got exactly what they wanted, just couldn't cash it in.
They get the inbound in clean. Barker able to get past plenty of defenders and draw a foul on top of it. And now you can make this a two-possession game.
Yeah, really got to contain your emotions here on the Bayonne side. Again, they haven't been in a position like this in 7 years.
And Watson's gone.
Because when they have won these championships, it's never been this tight. And obviously, they still have a chance to win. But they've never seen themselves this close to the brink.
Leah Barker, the sophomore, the biggest free throws of her high school career, off the back on her first.
So many missed free throws on both sides towards the end of this game. And in such a high-pressure situation, you wouldn't really expect anything less.
The whistle will blow here. 38.4 on the clock. Hudson Catholic trying to break a 5-year championship streak from the Bayonne Bees. Manny, it wasn't looking great for Hudson. Down 8 in the third quarter. Susie Gentile on the bench. Do you think they ever thought they'd put themselves in a situation like this?
I mean, it was looking bleak. I'm not sure if I thought it. There's no doubt that they never let go of the belief. And when we go away from this game, what we're really, if Hudson Catholic ends up winning, we're going to remember Carrie Schwint's effort. She was so excellent throughout this entire game, and she was put in a position that she really hasn't been in since her sophomore year of being the primary ball handler. She excelled at it. Obviously, off the ball played well as well, and then defensively, there's no question about it. She was elite. Albanese as well. Not used to having that much of a responsibility offensively. They were really going to her in that third and fourth quarter now that they've been playing, and she's really done her job, setting up her team to be in the lead in such a low-scoring game. The story of the game has been those two offensively and the defensive effort from the Hawks.
These games have typically been extremely low-scoring. Leah Barker, one more shot to her name. And well off to her left. Bayonne just needs a bucket. Any bucket will tie it. As the clock dips below 30. Hudson trying to force overtime or possibly win it. Feeney chucks one up, and they're going to blow the whistle.
Mentioned earlier how Feeney hasn't been too successful on her first free throw on these trips to the line. Her last 3 trips to the line, she's 3 for 6. You need her to go 2 for 2 here.
The freshman with offers around the country, trying to win her first piece of high school hardware, and she sinks the first. And the gym that has grown in size throughout this game eagerly awaits her second. It's good. Bayonne calls a timeout now. And the pressure back on Hudson Catholic to score in what very well could be the last offensive possession of this game.
The freshman in the 2 most important shots of her life gets it done, ties this game at 39. What a moment for her. Now, if you're Hudson Catholic and Coach Hernandez, you may want to think about trying to take the last shot. The question is, will Bayonne let you? We know that they love to pressure those ball handlers on the perimeter. They had a lot of success doing that in the beginning of the game, but they've gotten in foul trouble ever since. Watson obviously out of the game because of her hyper-aggressiveness. Let's see what Bayonne tries to do defensively here. Schwinn or Gentile is going to take the last shot for Hudson Catholic. And we can have a moment for the ages here at NJCU. Somebody could stamp their legacy in Jersey City.
You mentioned a big decision for Bayonne. Coach Turner making it a guy you got to trust. It'll be Susan Gentile to inbound.
This place is as loud as it's been all night.
Barker back to Gentile. Gentile taking her time, guarded by Stovall, gets across half court.
So light pressure so far from Stovall. Haven't seen any help. Got to be careful here on the screen.
Here's Schwinn. Schwinn, clock below 10, all the way in. Ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with Hudson Catholic. She wanted the whistle.
She did, but I don't know if it's the time to look for it there. Refs are going to be very cautious to blow the whistle in a situation like that. Very fortunate for Hudson Catholic that a Bayonne defender got their hands on that ball. Still tied at 39. Now, Coach Hernandez, we mentioned it, 6-3 in this tournament. He's done everything except win it. He's gotten to this stage twice. He rebuilt this program really from the ground up. They had a few bad years before he got there. This is his moment right now to draw up the best play he's ever drawn up against an elite coach who's looking for his 6th straight county championship. He can snatch it from him right here. Let's see if they set it up for Schwinn or Gentile.
You use your go-to, and man, you got to imagine it's one of those two. I mean, they're the only ones that were here last year that have experienced the pressure that this moment brings. And I mean, this is even a more unique moment than that.
No doubt. And if you're Bayonne, you have to be careful. Obviously, the smaller team here, they are going to go into this expecting it's either going to be Gentile or Schwinn. We've seen so many times throughout this game where Gianna Albanese has been left alone in the paint, and you can ill afford to have that happen if you're Bayonne right here.
Obviously, if you're Bayonne, can't afford the foul either. It looks like it will be Gentile to be the inbounder again with a county championship trophy sitting seconds away. Gentile. Schwinn hits the deck, got to inbound it. They get it into Schwinn, puts it up right away. It's heavy. Albanese looking for it, out of bounds, going the other way.
That was a disaster for Hudson Catholic, and to no fault of Coach Hernandez, his inbound play wasn't able to be executed because Schwinn tripped over somebody. Not sure if it was a Bayonne defender or her own teammate. And, I mean, nightmare situation there for Hudson Catholic. Still, the game is very much in play for them. Now Bayonne with a chance to really steal it in a game where it looked like they were going to finally be dethroned.
Yep, 1.8 on the clock. We're locked at 39. Coach Turner obviously drawing up something right now to see if he can avoid overtime altogether. And if you're Hudson Catholic, You feel like you just missed a pretty big moment right there.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think everyone in the gym knows who's getting the ball here for Bayonne, because I don't think there's enough time to set up Omo on a catch and shoot unless you draw up a beauty of a play. But it's got to be executed perfectly, and obviously somebody on Hudson's got to be asleep. I don't think actually they're going to inbound it by their rim, so they won't. So this is going to be Feeney chucking something off the dribble.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, Watson fouled out a few seconds ago. Seemed like less of a big deal, but if we go to overtime, they're without number 4 for the last 4 minutes.
See how they
the
do
inbounder.
this.
They get it into Danzy, no shot. And we have 4 more minutes to play here on the campus of NJCU. The 5-peat from Bayonne is in about as much danger as it's ever been, as we are tied and headed to that overtime period. We'll take a quick break right here on HCST Athletics. When we come back, the finish of this one. At the end, I think if they win it. It's a good luck baby here for the Bayonne Bees. You've seen us, you heard us talk about it. And both of these teams now getting ready for the tip.
Bayonne versus everybody across the chest of that baby. Seems prophetic with the way this game has gone. Now with Watson fouled out.
Absolutely, an even taller task given the roster change. Bayonne with the tip. Gia Logan checked into this game now.
What a moment for her. Who would have thought going into this ball game she was going to play this many minutes this late in the game? We mentioned she's used to this type of stage, maybe a different sport, but you don't expect her to be phased.
She'll chuck it. Count it.
Right on cue, Gianna Logan.
Gave her plenty of space, and she takes advantage.
Yeah, Hudson kind of daring her to take the shot. She's had a few open misses in this game. That one, not the case, though.
Through the first minute of overtime. Gentile looking for space. Glass is not kind. Albanese on the board. She can't find it either.
That's too rushed if you're Gia Albanese. Had Gentile right around. Got to pass that one back to her there. Could tell Gentile a little frustrated at that take. All of a sudden, could be a 2-possession game very quickly. What a pass.
Beautiful pass. Almost taken away. They'll say it was last touched by Schwinn on the way out. And 2.5 minutes now left in this one. Logan, Danzy, Stovall, Omo, and Feeney, the 5 for Bayonne.
Yeah, definitely not the 5 that Turner envisioned to have on the floor this late in the game. But with Porch and Watson in foul trouble, it's the case.
Danzy got it. Circled around. Bayonne quickly up 5.
Unsung heroes. It's Danzy and Logan with the first 2 buckets of overtime in the county championship.
And Gentile just chucked one from way, way out there. Albanese fighting for it back, won't get it. And here's where the defense has got to stand if you're Hudson Catholic. Logan in the corner. Danzy down low. Puts it up another
Oh
two.
my goodness. Jubilation on the Bayonne bench. Did not have this on my bingo card going into this game.
Absolutely not. A timeout called on behalf of Coach Hernandez. And you're kind of scratching your head right now if you're Hudson Catholic.
I mean, what the heck is the reaction when everyone wearing black and gold? And Lila Danzy and John Logan really came into this game, we keep mentioning it, not expecting to play this many minutes. Danzy really barely played in the first 3 quarters at all. Comes in and was so ready to play. And that's a testament to the culture of this Bayonne program. It's just next girl up. And they continually get it done. And that's why they might be a minute and 36 seconds away from their 6th straight county championship.
I mean, there were moments in this one, and especially in that last minute, where it looked like this game was just about over. Like Hudson Catholic was finally going to be the team to break the streak. And now down 7, just over 90 seconds to play. Got to score now if you're Hudson Catholic.
They're telling people to not storm the floor. I don't think that piece of string is enough.
No, they tried that at High Tech once. The Marauder Nation broke right through. Barker's going to try a 3-ball. Connects.
Leah Barker, we told you all how important she was going to be in the beginning of this game. And there she is right there. Clutches 3 of the night for Hudson Catholic.
Trying to force some backcourt troubles. Gia Logan's wide open. The pass. Nobody's home. Can almost save it. Yes. But Hudson Catholic to pick it up. And a foul. Just what you need.
Just a freshman mistake there from Logan. You have to either take that shot or pass it right away. The last thing that you can do is overthink it and hesitate. She almost sent that ball into the stands. Almost tried to save it. Barker able to secure it. And here she is at the line again. She's been the player for the Hawks in this overtime period. It's been Danzy and Logan for Bayonne and Barker now for Hudson Catholic. Who would have thought?
Massive shots. Got the first.
And this is what championship basketball is all about. You never know what to expect with 2 elite teams who have role players that can get it done at any moment. It's not always the superstars.
Massive second shot for Barker. Can't get it. They get the offensive rebound. Down to Schwinn. Can't find it. Olmo gets the board.
Refs letting them play. Solid look for Schwinn. Just kind of smoked it there. A little bit contested.
Stovall with it, and finally the foul. And a big opportunity there for Hudson Catholic on that missed free throw. They get the rebound, just can't cash in the points. And Stovall at the line with 2 huge shots.
That was a freshman Batista on the rebound there.
The first is heavy.
I mean, so many missed free throws on both sides in this game. If just one of these squads would have been solid from the line in this game, we would have already crowned the champion.
And 0 for 2.
How big is that, huh?
A chance now for a 3-ball to tie this one up.
But you don't have to
Gentile
force
wants
it. You don't have to force it if you're Hudson Catholic. That's a decent look, though. Oh, way off.
And a foul down low. And this time it'll be Logan headed to the line.
Again, that's exactly why. Although perhaps it was a decent look. Gentile, you can tell what she was thinking that entire possession and really didn't pull it with much authority there. You saw a little bit of a double clutch on the take, and that's why she missed so badly. Here's Gia Logan again. Saw her in the beginning of overtime make a huge 3-pointer. Now she has a chance to put her team up 2 possessions.
And she can't find it either on the first. And this is why, like you said, man, you don't need to rush that three if you're Hudson Catholic on the other end.
Yeah, no doubt. You got to remember the two of the biggest stars for Bayonne not on the floor.
Big make there.
Now you need a quick bucket. Doesn't matter how you get it. Need to hurry it up here if you're Gentile.
Gentile is going to get fouled. I'll call a block. And Gentile shooting 17.1.
Olmo in a lot of pain. And it's a mix of pain and emotions. And Turner's telling her to wake up. Again, he's been in so many of these moments. You need her to be all the way engaged as one of the only upperclassmen on the floor.
First one's good for Gentile.
And Olmo's really the only one of their Feeney and Olmo are two of their big four on the court. You're without Porch and Watson. So you really need her to be all in these last 17 seconds.
And 2 for 2 at the line. 2-point game. And they'll pressure Feeney in the backcourt here. And do they take it away? No. And a foul that Coach Turner and a lot of this gym can't believe.
No way. I mean, this is just not the way that you want to see a game like this end, or you don't want to see a moment like that define it. I thought it was wonderfully timed from Gentile to really attack and penetrate on Feeney there. And she definitely got ball eventually. That's just too ticky-tacky of a call.
Feeney can't get the first. So no matter what, Hudson Catholic is going to have a shot here at the end of overtime to tie this game.
Bayonne, I mean, has just kind of been brutal at the free throw line, especially in the overtime.
The second is no good as well. Schwint picks it up.
Stovall, a lot smaller than her.
Schwint gets the shot, gets the foul.
I mean, we just got bodies flying around.
Yep.
Passion everywhere. Emotions all over the place, whether you're a fan, whether you're in our seats, whether you're on the court. This is Hudson County Championship basketball, and we could not ask for a better treat today.
Schwint, even as a senior, 2 biggest shots of her career right now. Got the first. Can lock this game at 47 with 7.2 on the clock and a chance to go to double overtime. No on the second, and they've got a foul.
You got a foul.
4.6.
Both
Took a little bit to foul there.
Both coaches got to be, livid at the free throw shoot. And what else really can you expect in the grand scheme of things? It's such a high-pressure moment, such a high-pressure game. And at the end of the day, you got to remember, they're all in high school. So it's very easy to say from home, hey, it's a free throw.
Yep.
But so much harder when you're standing there with all that there is on the line.
And all the people watching you in this gym that there are.
But that's what makes it special.
Danzy at the line. And again, no matter what, this will stay a one-possession game.
Leah Danzy already has a huge bucket in this overtime period.
It's good.
Biggest free throw of the night here.
Shot number 2. Heavy. They got to hurry it up here. Schwint will give it to Gentile. And time expires. Bayonne holds on in overtime. Make it 6 in a row for Coach Turner and the Bayonne Bees. A devastating loss for the Hudson Catholic Hawks, one that looked like they had for a moment there in quarter number 4. And the Bees just won't go down.
I mean, can you write a better story than what we saw here tonight? Laya Danzy for the Bayonne Bees. Somebody, as we kept saying, not the first name that you think of on this Bayonne roster, but the junior gets a clutch rebound, got a clutch board in the beginning of overtime, and makes a huge free throw to secure her team's victory. And you just got to feel crushed for this Hudson Catholic team.
Yeah, I mean, a team that's worked so hard, has so many amazing people, top to bottom, put their heart out on the line today. And especially feel for those two upperclassmen. They raised the baby on the Bayonne side. The Bayonne versus everybody. Health Project, baby. That has to be an A now, right?
No,
they have to get an A.
They took off the abuse button on the Bayonne baby. They figured it out, which, by the way, we probably shouldn't be saying on the air because I don't think that's allowed for the sake of the project. But I think they'll let it slide.
Unique life experience.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. What a storyline for this team. The way that it happened, 6 straight. And no matter what, Coach Turner and his girls just find a way to win, even when everything is stacked against them. Games that you would say, quote unquote, they should not be winning. They got it done no matter what. And you know what? They don't care. That's why they put on the baby Bayonne versus everybody.
I'll take a moment now for the trophy presentation. Coach Turner's a little familiar with this.
This one's got to feel so special after losing the stars that he did last year. A new team. 2 of your stars foul out with so much time left in the game. And they still got it done. This probably his sweetest championship of the 6 that he's won in the last 6 years. I mean, what a moment. I'm at a loss for words.
Yep. Just an amazing game all around. Has to be one of the all-timers looking back as far as you want when it comes to girls' championships.
And you know what? Although I wasn't the greatest athlete as a former athlete myself, there's times in a tight game like this where you think of every single moment that could have been different, that probably would have made the difference. And there's so many of those for Hudson Catholic that they were just inches away. Could have been a play in the third quarter. I believe we talked about Albany's being open in the paint where she had 2 chances there and there were 2 bad passes. She wasn't able to cash in. And I said, if this game ends by a score of 2 or less, they're going to be thinking about that one. And although most fans at home aren't thinking about it, maybe the players are. And I just feel so terrible for them because of the effort that they showcased today, the amount of talent that they have, so much adversity that they faced, and they came up just short.
Bayonne headed off the court, trophy and baby in hand. That'll do it for this presentation of HCST Athletics. We invite you to stay tuned on our Instagram for all of our post-game coverage. Bayonne goes 6 in a row. We'll be back in just a few minutes for coverage of the Hudson County Boys Championship, where Hudson Catholic has another chance to break that streak that we talked about earlier. Caden Dremeler and Manny Pereira, and on behalf of our entire crew, we say thank you so very much and see you soon.